the good Andronicus, patron of virtue, Rome's best champion, successful in the battles that he fights, with honor and with fortune is returned from where he circumscribed with his sword and brought to yoke the enemies of Rome. The good Andronicus, patron of virtue, Rome's best champion, successful in the battles.
Hail, Rome, victorious in thy morning weeds. Lo, as the bark that hath discharged his freight returns with precious lading to the bay, from whence at first she weighed her anchorage, cometh Andronicus, bound with laurel boughs to resalute his country with his tears. Tears of true joy for his return to Rome. Thou great defender of this capital, stand gracious to the rights that we intend. Romans of 25 valiant sons, half the number that King Priam had. Behold the poor remains, alive and dead. These that survive, let Rome award with love. These that I bring unto their latest home, with burial amongst their ancestors. Here Goths had given me leave to sheathe my sword. Titus, unkind and careless of thine own, why sufferest thou thy sons unburied yet to hover on the dreadful shore of Styx? Make way to lay them with their brethren. There preach in silence as the dead are wont, slain in your country's wars. Most sacred receptacle of my joys, sweet cell of virtue and nobility. How many sons hast thou of mine in store that thou wilt never render to me more?
Give us the proudest prisoner of the Goths, that we may hew his limbs and on a pile and modest fratrum sacrifice his flesh before this earthly prison of their bones, that so the shadows be not unappeased, nor we disturbed with prodigies on earth.
I give him you, the noblest that survives, the eldest son of this distressed queen.
Stay, Roman brethren! Gracious conqueror, victorious Titus, rue the tears I shed! A mother's tears and passion for her son. And if thy sons were ever dear to thee, oh, think my son to be as dear to me. Suffice it not that we are brought to Rome to beautify thy triumphs and return captive to thee into thy Roman yoke, but must my sons be slaughtered in the streets for valiant doings in their country's cause? Oh, if to fight for king and commonweal were piety in thine, it is in these. Andronicus, stain not thy tomb with blood. Wilt thou draw near the nature of the gods? Draw near them then in being merciful. Sweet mercy is nobility's true badge. Thrice noble Titus, spare my firstborn son!
Yourself, madam, and pardon me. These are their brethren whom your Goths beheld alive and dead, and for their brethren slain religiously they ask a sacrifice. To this your son is marked, and die he must appease their groaning shadows that are gone.
Away with him, and make a fire straight. With your swords upon a pile of wood, let's hew his limbs so they be clean consumed.
Oh, cruel, irreligious piety!
Was never Scythia half so barbarous?
Oppose not Scythia to ambitious Rome. Alarbus goes to rest, and we survive to tremble under Titus's threatening look. Then, madam, stand resolved, and hope to all the self-same gods that arm the queen of Troy with opportunity of sharp revenge upon the Thracian tyrant in his tent, may favor Tamora, queen of Goths, when Goths were Goths and Tamora's queen. to quit the bloody wrongs upon her foes.
See, Lord and Father, how we have performed our Roman rites. Alarbus' limbs are lopped, and entrails feed the sacrificing fire, whose smoke like incense doth perfume the sky. Remaineth not but to enter our brethren, and with loud arms welcome them to Rome.
Let it be so. And let Andronicus make this his latest farewell to his sons. In peace and honor rest you here, my sons. Rome's readiest champions, repose you here in rest. Here lurks no treason. Here no envy swells. Here grow no damned drugs. Here are no storms, no noise, but silence and eternal sleep. In peace and honor rest you here, my sons.
In peace and honor, live Lord Titus long. My noble Lord and Father, live in fame. Lo, at this tomb my tributary tears I render for my brethren's obsequies. And at thy feet I kneel with tears of joy shed on this earth for thy return to Rome. Oh, bless me here with thy victorious hand, whom fortune's Rome best citizens applaud.
Kind Rome, which hast lovingly thus received the cordial of mine age to glad mine heart. Lavinia, live, outlive thy father's days, and fame's eternal date for virtue's praise.
Defend the justice of my cause with arms and countrymen, my loving followers. Plead my successive title with your swords. I am his firstborn son that was the last that wore the imperial diadem of Rome. And let my father's honors live in me. Oh, wrong might age of this indignity.
Romans, friends, followers, favors of my right. If ever, Bassianus, Caesar's son, were gracious in the eyes of royal Rome, keep then this passage to the capital, and suffer not dishonor to approach the imperial seat. To virtue consecrate, to justice, continence, nobility. But let desert and pure election shine. And Romans, fight for freedom in your choice.
Princes that strive by factions and by friends, ambitiously for rule and emperor, know that the people of Rome, for whom we stand a special party, have, by common voice, in election for the Roman empery, chosen Andronicus, surnamed Pius, for many good and great deserts of Rome. A nobler man, a braver warrior, lives not this day within the city walls. He by the Senate is cited home from weary wars against barbarous Goths, that with his sons, a terror to our foes, hath yoked a nation strong, trained up in arms. 10 years are spent since first he undertook this cause of Rome, and chastised with arms our enemy's pride. 5 times he hath returned bleeding to Rome, bearing his valiant sons in coffins from the field. And now at last returns the good Andronicus to Rome, renowned Titus flourishing in arms. Let us entreat by honor of his name, whom worthily you would have now succeed, that you withdraw you and debate your strength, dismiss your followers, and, as suitors should, plead your deserts in peace and humbleness.
Fair the tribune speaks to calm my thoughts.
Marcus Andronicus, so I doify in thy uprightness and integrity, and so I love and honor thee and thine. Thy noble Titus and his sons, and her to whom my thoughts are humbled all, gracious Lavinia, Rome's rich ornaments. That I will here dismiss my loving friends, and to my fortunes and the people's favor, commit my cause and balance to be weighed.
Friends that have been thus forward in my right, I thank you all and here dismiss you all. And to the love and favor of my country, commit myself, my person, and the cause. Rome be as just and gracious unto me as I am kind and confident to thee. Open the gates and let me in.
Tribunes and me, poor competitor.
Long live Lord Titus, my beloved brother, gracious triumpher in the eyes of Rome.
Thanks, gentle tribune, noble brother Marcus.
And welcome, nephews, from successful wars, you that survive and you that sleep in fame. Fair lords, your fortunes are alike in all that in your country's service drew your swords. Titus Andronicus, the people of Rome, whose friend in justice thou hast ever been, send thee by me their tribune and their trust, this palliament of white and spotless hue, and name thee in election for the empire with these, our late deceased emperor's sons. Be candidatus then, and put it on, and help to set a head on headless Rome.
Better head her glorious body fits than this that shakes for age and feebleness. What? Should I don this robe and trouble you? Be chosen with proclamations today. Tomorrow yield up rule, resign my life, and set abroad new business for you all. Rome, I have been thy soldier 40 years, and buried 1 in 20 valiant sons, knighted in the field, slain manfully in arms, and right in service of their noble country. Give me a staff of honor for mine age, but not a scepter to control the world. Upright he held it, lords that held it last.
Titus, thou shalt obtain, and ask the empery.
Crown this is tribute.
Canst thou tell?
Patience, Prince Saturninus.
Moments do be right. Patricians, draw your swords and sheathe them not till Saturninus be Rome's emperor. Andronicus, would thou were shipped to hell rather than rob me of the people's hearts?
Proud Saturnine, interrupter of the good, that noble-minded Titus means to thee!
Content thee, Prince. I will restore to thee the people's hearts and wean them from themselves.
Andronicus, I do not flatter thee, but honor thee, and will do till I die. My faction, if thou strengthen with thy friends, I will most thankful be, and thanks to men of noble minds is honorable to me.
People of Rome and people's tribunes here, I ask your voices and your suffrages. Will ye bestow them on friendly Andronicus?
To gratify the good Andronicus and congratulate his safe return to Rome, the people will accept whom he admits.
Tribunes, I thank you, and this suit I make, that you make our emperor's eldest son, Lord Saturnine, whose virtues will, I hope, reflect on Rome as Titans raise on earth, and ripen justice in this commonweal. Then if you will elect by my advice, crown him and say, long live our emperor.
With voices and applause of every sort, patricians and plebeians, we create Lord Saturninus, Rome's great emperor, and say, long live Emperor Saturnine.
Titus Andronicus, for thy favors done to us in our election this day, I give thee thanks. In part of thy deserts, and will requite thy gentleness for an onset. To advance thy name and honorable family, Lavinia, will I make my empress, Rome's royal mistress, mistress of my heart, and in the sacred pantheon her spouse. Tell me, Andronicus, doth this motion please thee?
It doth, my worthy lord, and in this match I hold to be highly honored of your grace. And this suit I make, that to my emperor, the world's wide commander, do I consecrate my sword, my chariot, and my prisoners, presents well worthy Rome's imperious lord. Receive them then, the tribute that I owe, mine honor's ensigns humbled at thy feet.
Thanks, noble Titus. How proud I am of thee and of thy gifts. Rome shall record, and when I do forget the least of these unspeakable deserts. Romans, forget your fealty to me.
Now, madam, are you prisoner to an emperor? To him that for your honor and your state will use you nobly and your followers.
A goodly lady trust me of the hue that I would choose, were I to choose anew. Clear, fair queen, that cloudy countenance, thou comest not to be made a scorn in Rome. Princely shall be thy usage every way. Daunt all your hopes, madam. He who comforts you can make you greater than the Queen of Goths. Lavinia, you are not displeased with this?
Not I, my lord. So true nobility warrants in these words and princely courtesy.
Thanks, sweet Lavinia. Romans, let us go. Ransomless here we set our prisoners free. Proclaim our honors, lords, with trump and drum.
Lord Titus, by your leave, this maid is mine.
How, sir? Are you in earnest, then, my lord?
I, noble Titus, resolve to thought to do myself this reason and this right.
To each his own is our Roman justice. This prince in justice seizeth but his own.
And that he will and shall if Lucius live.
Traitors avaunt. Treason, my lord. Lavinia is surprised.
Surprised? By whom?
By him that justly may bear his betrothed from all the world away.
Brothers, help to convey her hence away, and with my sword I'll keep this door safe.
Follow my lord, and I'll soon bring her back.
My lord, you pass not here.
One villain boy bars me my way in Rome.
Lucius, help!
My lord, you are unjust. And more than so, in wrongful quarrel you have slain your son.
No, nor thou nor here any sons of mine. My sons would never so dishonor me. Traitor, restore Lavinia to the emperor.
Dead, if you will, but not to be his wife. That is another's lawful promised love.
No, Titus, no! Temper needs her not, nor her, nor thee, nor any of thy stock. I'll trust by him that leisure mocks me once. Nor thee, nor traitors, haughty sons, confederates all thus to dishonor me.
Oh, monstrous, what reproachful words are these?
Go thy ways, go give that changing peace to him that floors for her with his sword. A valiant son-in-law thou shalt enjoy. One fit to bandy with thy lawless sons, and ruffle in the commonwealth of Rome.
These words are razors to my wounded heart.
And therefore, lovely Tamara, queen of Goths, that likely the stately Phoebe amongst her nymphs dost overshine the gallant dames of Rome. If thou be pleased with this, my sudden choice, behold, I choose thee, Tamara, for my bride. Speak, queen of Goths, doth thou applaud my choice? And I swear by all the Roman gods, sith priest and holy water are so near, and tapers burn so bright, and everything in readiness for Hymenaeus stand. I will not resolute the streets from Rome, till from forth this place I lead a spouse my bride along with me.
And here in sight of heaven to Rome I swear, if Saturnine advance the Queen of Goths, she will a handmaid be to his desires, a loving nurse, a mother to his youth.
Pantheon, lords accompany your noble emperor and his lovely bride, sent from the heavens for Prince Saturnine. Wisdom hath our fortune conquered, there shall we consummate our spousal rights.
I'm not bid to wait upon this bride. Titus, when wert thou wont to walk alone, dishonored thus and challenged of wrongs?
O Titus, see! Oh, see what thou hast done in a bad quarrel, slain a virtuous son.
No, foolish tribune, no. Nor thou, nor these confederates in the deed, all thus to dishonor me. Unworthy brother and unworthy sons.
But give burial as becomes. Give Mutius burial with our brethren.
Away, he comes not here. This monument 500 years hath stood, which I have sumptuously re-edified. Here none but soldiers and Rome's servitors repose in fame. None basely slain in brawls. Bury him where you can, he comes not here.
My lord, this is impiety in you. My nephew Mutius' deeds do plead for him. He must be buried with his brethren, and shall, or him we will accompany.
And shall. What villain was it spake that word?
He that would vouch it in any place but here.
What, would you bury him in my despite?
No, noble Titus, but entreat of thee to pardon Mutius, and to bury him.
Marcus, even thou hast struck upon my crest, and with these boys mine honor thou hast wounded. My foes I do repute you every one, so troll me no more, but get you gone.
He's not with himself. Let us withdraw.
Not I, till Mutius' bones be buried. Brother, for in that name doth nature plead. Father, and in that name doth nature speak.
Speak thou no more, if all the rest will speak.
Renowned Titus, more than half my soul.
Dear father, soul and substance of us all.
Suffer thy brother Marcus to inter his noble nephew here in Virtue's nest, that died in honor in Lavinia's cause. Thou art a Roman, be not barbarous. The Greeks, upon advice, did bury Ajax, who slew himself, and wise Laertes' son did graciously plead for his funerals. Let not young Mutius, then, was thy joy, be barred his entrance here.
Rise, Marcus, rise. The dismal stays this that ere I sought to be dishonored thus by my sons in Rome. Well, bury him, and bury me the next.
There lie thy bones, sweet Mutius, till we with trophies do adorn thy tomb. No man shed tears for noble Mutius. He lives in fame that died in Virtue's cause.
My lord, to step out of these dreary dumps, how comes it that the subtle queen of Goths is of a sudden thus advanced in Rome?
I know not, Marcus, but I know it is, whether by device or no, the heavens can tell. Is she not then beholden to the man that brought her for this high good turn so far?
Yes, and will nobly him remunerate.
You have played your prize. God give you joy, sir, of your gallant bride.
And you of yours, my lord. I say no more, nor wish no less. And so I take my leave.
Traitor! If Rome have law, or we have power, thou and thy faction shall repent this rape.
Rape, call you it! My lord, to seize my own, my true betrothed love, and now my wife. But let laws of Rome determine all. Meanwhile, I am possessed of that is mine.
'Tis good, sir. You're very short with us. But if we live, we'll be as sharp as you.
My lord, what I have done, as best I may, answer I must and shall do with my life. Only thus much I give your grace to know, this noble gentleman, Lord Titus here, is in opinion and in honor wronged. That in the rescue of Lavinia with his own hand did slay his youngest son in zeal to you, and was highly moved to wrath to be controlled, and that he frankly gave. Perceive him then to favor Saturnine, that hath expressed himself in all his deeds. A father and a friend to thee and Rome.
Prince Bassianus, leave to plead my deeds. 'Tis thou and those that hath dishonored me. Rome and the righteous heavens be my judge, how I have loved and honored Saturnine.
My worthy lord, if ever Tamara were gracious in those princely eyes of thine, then hear me speak indifferently for all, and that my suit, sweet, pardon what is past.
What? And be dishonored openly and basely put it up without revenge?
Not so, my lord. The gods of Rome forfend I should be author to dishonor you, but on mine honor dare I undertake for good Lord Titus' innocence in all, whose fury not dissembled speaks his griefs. Then at my suit look graciously on him. Lose not so noble a friend on vain suppose, nor with sour looks afflict his gentle heart. My lord, be ruled by me, be won at last. You are but newly planted in your throne, lest then the people and patricians too upon a just survey take Titus' part, and so supplant you for ingratitude, which Rome reputes to be a heinous sin, yield at entreats. Then let me alone. I'll find a day to massacre them all, and raise their faction and their family, the cruel father and his traitorous sons, to whom I sued for my dear son's life, and make them know what 'tis to let a queen kneel in the streets and beg for grace in vain. Come, sweet emperor. Come, Andronicus. Take up this good old man and cheer the heart that dies in tempest of thy angry frown.
Rise, Titus, rise. My empress hath prevailed.
I thank your majesty and her, my lord. These words, these looks infuse new life in me.
Titus, I am incorporate in Rome, a Roman now adopted happily, and must advise the emperor for his good. This day all quarrels die, Andronicus, and let it be mine honor, for good, my lord, that I have reconciled your friends in you. For you, Prince Bassianus, I have passed my word and promised to the emperor that you will be more mild and tractable. And fear not, lords, and you, Lavinia, by my advice, all humbled on your knees, you shall ask pardon of his majesty.
We do and vow to heaven and his highness that what we did was mildly as we might, tendering our sister's honor and our own.
That, on mine honor here, I do protest.
Away and talk not, trouble us no more.
Nay, nay, sweet emperor, we must all be friends. The tribune and his nephews kneel for grace. I will not be denied, sweetheart. Look back.
Marcus, for thy sake and thy brothers here, I do remit these young men's heinous faults. Lavinia, though you left me like a churl, I found a friend. And as sure as death I swore I would not part a bachelor from the priest. Come, Lavinia. The court can feast two brides. You are my guest, and your friends. This day shall be a love day, Tamara.
Tomorrow, and it please your majesty to hug the panther in the heart with me. With horn and hound will give your grace bonjour.
Be it so, Titus, and gramercy too.
Now climbeth Tamara, Olympus' top. Safe out of fortune's shot, she sits aloft, secure from thunder's crack and lightning flash advanced above pale envy's threatening reach. And as the golden sun salutes the morn, having gilt the ocean with its beams, gallops the zodiac in his glistering coach, and overlooks the highest peering hills. So Tamara, upon her wit doth earthly honor wait. Virtue stoops and trembles at her frown, then Aaron, arm thy heart and fit thy thoughts to mount aloft with thy imperial mistress. To mount her pitch thou in triumph long as prisoner held. Fettered in amorous chains and fast abound to Aaron's charming eyes and Prometheus's to Caucasus. Away with slavish weeds and servile thoughts. I will be bright, to wait upon this new-made empress. To wait, said I, to wanton with this queen, this goddess, this Semiramis, this nymph, this siren that will charm Rome's Saturnine and see his shipwreck in his common wheels. And lo, what storm is this?
Kindly! Thy ears want wit, thy one edge!
Demetrius, thou dost overween it all. I am as able and as fit as thou. Deserve my mistress' grace, and plead my passion for Lavinia's love.
Why, how now, lords? So near the emperor's court do you draw and maintain such a quarrel openly? For shame, put up.
Not I, till I have sheathed my rapier in his bosom.
For thou art prepared and full resolve. Thou spoken coward that thunders with thy tongue. With thy weapon, nothing darest perform.
Away, I say! That by the gods that warlike Goths adore, this petty rabble will undo us all. What? Is Lavinia then become so loose? Of Bassianus so degenerate, that for her love these quarrels may be broached without controlment, justice, or revenge?
I care not I, who she in all the world. I love Lavinia more than all of the world.
Youngling, learn thy to make some meaner choice. Lavinia is thy elder brother's hope.
Why are ye mad? I know ye not in Rome. My lords, you do but pluck your deaths by this device.
Aaron, 1,000 deaths would I propose to achieve her whom I love.
To achieve her?
How?
Why makest thou so strange? She is a woman, therefore may be wooed. She is a woman, therefore may be won. She is Lavinia, therefore must be loved. Though Bassianus be the emperor's brother, greater than he have won Vulcan's badge.
Aye, it is good as Saturninus may.
Then why should he despair that knows to court with fair words, looks, and liberality?
Well, it seems a certain snatch or so would serve your turns.
Aye, so the turns were served.
Aaron, thou hast hit it.
Would you would hit it too? Would it offend you both, then, that both should speed?
Faith, not me.
Nor me, so ever one.
For shame! Be friends and join for that you jar. 'Tis policy and stratagem must do that you effect, and so must you resolve that what you cannot, as you would achieve, you must perforce accomplish as you may. My lords, a solemn hunting is in hand. There where the lovely Roman ladies troop, the forest walks are wide and spacious, and many unfrequented plough there are fitted by kind for rape and delay. Single you thither this day to go, strike her home by force, not by words. My lords, the emperor's court is like the house of fame, a palace of tongues, of eyes and ears. The woods are ruthless, dreadful, deaf, and dull. There, speak and strike, brave boys. Take your turns. There, serve your lust, shadowed from heaven's eye, and revel in Lavinia's treasury.
Thy counsel, lads, smells of no cowardice.
Be it right or wrong, till I find the stream to cool this heat, a charm to calm these fits. I am in hell.
The fields are fragrant and the woods are green. Uncouple here and let us make a bay, and wake the emperor and his lovely bride, and rouse the prince and ring a hunter's peal, so that all the court may echo with the noise. Sons, let it be your charge as it is ours to attend the emperor's person carefully. I have been troubled in my sleep this night, but dawning day new comfort hath inspired. Good morrow, my lord. Madam, to you as many as good. I promised your grace a hunter's peal.
You have rung it lustily, my lords. Somewhat too early for new married ladies.
Lavinia, how say you?
I say no. I have been brought awake 2 hours and more.
Come on then, horse and chariots let us have. To our sports. Madam, now shall ye see our Roman hunting.
I have dogs, my lord. We'll rouse the proudest panther in the chase and climb the highest promontory top.
And I have horse will follow where the game makes way and runs like swallows over the plain.
Chiron, we hunt not we, with horse nor hound, but hope to pluck a dainty doe to ground.
he that had wit would think that I had none. He buries so much gold under a tree and never after to inherit it. Let him that think to me so objectly know that this gold must coin a stratagem, which cunningly effected will get very excellent piece of villainy. So repose sweet gold for their unrest, and have their arms out the emperor's chest.
My lovely Aaron, wherefore look'st thou sad when everything doth make a gleeful boast? The birds chant melody on every bush, the snakes' lies rolled in the cheerful sun, the green leaves quiver in the cooling wind and make a checkered shadow on the ground. Under their sweet shade, Aaron, let us sit, whilst the babbling echo mocks the hounds, replying shrilly to the well-tuned horns as if a double hunt were heard at once. Let us sit and mark their yellowing noise. We may, each wreathed in the other's arms, our pastimes done, possess a golden slumber, while hounds and horns and sweet melodious birds be unto us as is a nurse's song of lullaby to bring your babe to sleep.
Madam, though Venus govern your desires, Saturn is dominator over mine. There's vengeance in my heart, death in my hand, blood and revenge are hammering in my head. Hark, Empress of my soul that holds more hope than heaven in thee. This is the day of doom for Bassianus. His Philomel must lose her tongue today. Thy sons make pillage of her chastity and wash their hands in Bassianus' blood. Seest thou this letter? Take it up, I pray thee, and give the king this fatal plotted scroll. Now question me no more. We are espied. Here comes a parcel of our hopeful booty which dreads not yet their lives' destruction.
Oh, my sweet, more sweeter to me than life.
No more. Bassianus comes. We cross with him. Now go fetch thy sons to back thy quarrels, whatsoever they be.
Who have we here? Rome's royal empress? Unfurnished of her well-beseeming troop? Or is it Diane, habited like her, who hath abandoned her holy groves to see the general hunting in this forest?
Had I the power, some say Diane had, thy temples would be planted presently with horns, as was Actaeon's, and the hounds would drive upon thy new transformed limbs, unmannerly intruder as thou art.
Under your patience, gentle empress, 'tis thought you have a goodly gift in horning, and to be doubted by your Morin, you were singled forth to try experiments. Joe, shield your husband from his hounds today. 'Tis pity they must take him for a stag.
Believe me, queen, your swart Sumerian doth make your honor of his body's hue spotted, tested, and abominable. Why are you sequestered from all your train, dismounted from your snow-white goodly steed, and wandered hither to an obscure plot, accompanied but with a barbarous Moor, if foul desire had not conducted you?
And being intercepted in your sport, great reason for my noble lord be rated for sauciness. I pray you, let us hence, and let her joy her raven-colored love. This valley fits the purpose passing well.
The king, my brother, shall have note of this.
Aye, for these slips have noted him long. Good king, be so mightily abused.
Why, I have patience to endure all this.
How now, dear sovereign, and our gracious mother? Why doth Titus look so pale and wan?
Have I not reason, think you, to look pale? These two have ticed me hither to this place, but straight they told me they would bind me here into the body of a dismal ewe, and leave me to this miserable death, and then call me foul adulteress, lascivious goat, and all the bitterest terms that ever have been heard to such effect. And had you not by wondrous fortune come, this vengeance on me had they executed. Revenge it as you love your mother's life, or be ye not henceforth called my children.
This is witness that I am your son.
Instruct not to show my strength.
Hide, come, Semiramis, nay, barbarous Tamara, for no name fits thy nature than thy own.
Stay, madam. This more belongs to her. First, thrash the corn, then burn the straw. This minion stood upon her chastity, upon her nuptial vow, her loyalty, and with this quaint hope braves your mightiness. And shall she carry this unto her grave?
And if she do, I would I were a eunuch. Drag hence her husband to some secret hole, and make his dead trunk pillow to our lusts.
But when ye have the honey we desire, let not this wasp outlive us both to sting.
I warrant you, madam, we will make that sure. Come, mistress. Now let us perforce and enjoy that nice preserved honesty of yours.
Oh, Tamara! Thou bearest the woman's face!
I will not hear her speak. Away with her!
Sweet lords, entreat her, hear me but a word.
Madam, let it be your glory to see her tears, but your heart to them like unrelenting flint to drops of rain.
When did the tiger's young teach the dam? Oh, do not learn her wrath, she taught it thee! Do thou entreat her show but a woman's pity?
What, wouldst thou prove myself a bastard?
Oh, be to me, though thy hard heart say no, nothing so kind but something pitiful.
I know not what it means. Away with her!
Let me teach thee for thy father's sake that gave thee life when well he might have slain thee. Be not obdurate, open thy deaf ears!
Hadst thou in person ne'er offended me, even for his sake I am pitiless. Remember, boys, I poured forth tears in vain to save your brother from the sacrifice, but fierce Andronicus would not relent. Therefore away with her, and do with her as you will. The worse to her, the better loved of me.
Tamara, be called the gentle queen, and with thine own hands kill me in this place. For 'tis not life that I have begged so long, for I was slain when Bassianus died! I beg, and one thing more than womanhood that tries my tongue to tell. Oh, keep me from their worse than killing lust!
So should I rob my sweet sons of their fee? No, let them satisfy their lust on thee.
Away, for thou hast stayed us here too long.
Oh, grace! No womanhood! I deeply creature!
That'll stop your mouth! Bring thou her husband. This is the hole where Arabinus hides him.
Farewell, my sons. See that you make her sure. Ne'er now will I hence to seek my lovely more, and let my spleenful sons this troll deflower.
leads you to the loathsome pit where I spied the panther fast asleep.
My sight is very dull with their clothes.
And mine I promise you were not for shame. Well, could I leave our sport to sit a while?
What? Art thou fallen? What subtle hole is this, whose mouth is covered with root-growing briars, upon whose leaves are drops of new-shed blood, as fresh as morning dew distilled on flowers? Speak, brother, hast thou hurt thee with thy fall?
Why dost not comfort me and help me from this unhallowed and blood-stained hole?
I am surprised with an uncouth fear. A chilling sweat arides my trembling joints. Mine heart suspects more than mine eye can see.
Lord Bassianus lies, arrayed in blood, all on a heap like to slaughtered lamb in this detested, dark, blood-drinking pit.
If it be dark, how dost thou know 'tis he?
Upon his bloody finger doth he wear a precious ring that lightens all this hole like a taper in some monument doth shine upon a dead man's earthy cheeks and shows the ragged trails of this pit. Oh, brother, help me with thy fainting hand. The fear hath made thee faint as me it hath out of this fell devouring receptacle.
Reach me thy hand so I may help thee out, or, wanting strength to do thee so much good, I may be plucked into the swallowing room of the steep pit. Poor Bassianus' grave. I have no strength to pull thee to the brink.
Nor I no strength to climb without thy help.
Along with me, I'll see what hole is here, and what he is that now is leapt into it that lately didst descend into this gaping hollow of the earth.
The unhappy sons of old Andronicus spread hither in most unlucky hour to find my brother Bassianus dead.
My brother dead? I know thou dost but jest. He and this lady both are at the lodge, upon the north side of this pleasant chase. 'Tis not an hour since I left them there.
We know not where he left them all alive, but alas, here we found him dead.
Where is my lord the king?
Here, Tamara, though pierced with killing grief.
Where is thy brother Bassianus?
How to the bottom dost thou search my wound? Poor Bassianus here lies murdered.
And all too late I bring this fatal writ, the complot of this timeless tragedy.
And now we miss to meet him handsomely. Sweet huntsman, Bassianus 'tis we meet. Do thou so much as dig the hole for him, thou knowest our meaning. Search for thy reward among the nettles at the elder tree, upon that same pit where we decreed to bury Bassianus. Do this and purchase us thy lasting friend. Oh, Tamara, was ever heard the like? This the pit and this the elder tree. Look, sirs, if you could find the huntsman out that would have murdered Bassianus here.
My lord, here is the bag of gold.
Two of thy well-spelled curs of bloody kind. Here I bereft my brother of his life. Sirs, drag them from the pit into the prison. There let them bind until we have devised some never heard of torturing pain for them.
What, are they in this pit? Oh, wondrous thing how easily murder is discovered.
High Emperor, upon my feeble knee I beg this boon with tears not lightly shed, that this fell fault of my accursed sons, accursed if the fault be proven in them.
If it be proved, you see it is apparent. Who found this letter? Tamara, was it you?
Andronicus himself did take it up.
I did, my lord. Yet let me be their bail. For by my father's reverend tomb, I vow they will be ready at the highest will to answer your suspicion with their lives.
Shalt not bail them. See thou follow me, some bring the murdered body, some the murderers. Let them not speak a word, their guilt is plain. For by my soul, were there worse than death, then in that upon them should be executed.
Andronicus, I will entreat the king. Fear not thy sons, they shall do well enough.
Come, Lucius, come. Stay not to talk with them.
Now, go, tell, and if thy tongue can speak, who 'twas that cut thy tongue and ravished thee?
Write down thy mind, bewray the meaning so, and if thy stumps will let thee, play the scribe.
See how with signs and tokens she scrawls.
Go home, call for sweet water, wash thy hands.
She hath no tongue to call, nor hands to wash. So let's leave her to her silent walks.
And twere my cause, I should hang myself.
If thou hast hands to help thee knit the cord.
Why dost not speak to me?
Alas, a crimson river of blood, like to a bubbling fountain stirred with wind, doth rise and fall between thy rosy lips, coming and going with thy honey breath. But sure, some Tyrius hath deflowered thee, and lest thou shouldst detect him, cut thy tongue. Oh, now thou turnst away thy face for shame, and notwithstanding all this loss of blood, yet do thy cheeks look red as Titan's face, blushing to be encountered with the cloud. Shall I speak for thee? Shall I say 'tis so? Oh, that I knew thy heart, and knew the beast, that I might rail at him to ease my mind. Sorrow concealed, like an oven stopped, doth burn the heart to cinders where it is. Fair Philomela, why she but lost her tongue, and in a tedious sampler sowed her mind with lovely niece, that mean is cut from me. Craftier Tyrius, cousin, hast thou met, and he hath cut those pretty fingers off, which could have better so than Philomel. Oh, had the monster seen those lily hands tremble like aspen leaves upon a lute, and make the silken strings delight to kiss them, he would not have touched them for his life. Or had he heard the heavenly harmony which that sweet tongue hath made, he would have dropped his knife and fell asleep, as Cerberus at the Thracian poet's feet. Come, let us make thy father blind, for such a sight will blind a father's eye. 1 hour's storm will drown the fragrant meads. What will
once tears thy father's eyes. Do not draw back, for we will mourn with thee. Oh, good morning, ease our misery.
The